Good morning or good evening, depending on whatever shift your seniority allows you to hold. I'm William Young, author of When Home Becomes a Housing, and I want to talk to you today. I'm going to share with you my thoughts about this uniform that was sent to me, this uniform that I'm wearing, the Galls G-Flex Class B uniform. So my first thought on the uniform after I opened the box and I tore open the plastic and I looked at it is that maybe I should have recorded myself opening up the box and tearing open the plastic. So after I did that and I reflected a little bit on how maybe I need to do a little bit more planning before I start doing things like this, I took off all the plastic and I took off all the tags and I looked at it and first impressions are very, very important. Not only on blind dates, but also in our profession too. We want to look professional, right? We are the role models. We are the authoritative figure in our profession. We want to look nice, right? So what is my first impression of this uniform? Have you ever seen that documentary of a gazelle, of a young baby gazelle drinking out of the water hole, and it's so serene and it's so peaceful and it has its whole life ahead of it, and it's just nature, man, and all of its beauty? That's kind of how I felt about this uniform when I first took it out of the package, right? It's like a new baby gazelle sipping out of the water hole, but little does this uniform know, little does this gazelle know that just over the top of that hill there is a pride of lions waiting to tear it apart. And I felt a little bad about this uniform because it's extremely comfortable and extremely professional looking, but I know what's in store for this uniform. This uniform is going to get beat to heck. This uniform is going to get the crap kicked out of it. It's going to get chewed apart with all the blood and the floods and the mud and whatever it comes encounter with. So I took the tags off, I took it out of the box, and I put it on. And I put it on, and it feels great. I have a couple of uniforms that I wear, Class B uniforms, that are super thick. It's like wearing a wool blanket, but this does not. This feels very breathable. I work inside. Our building's completely enclosed, and this feels very comfortable. On the opposite end of the spectrum, on the other side of that, I also have a few uniforms that are extremely thin, right? And they don't hold up very well at all. So this is like the perfect balance, right? It's not too thick. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a blanket, and it's not too thin, so it feels durable, it feels reliable. It doesn't feel like if I have to get down on the ground or roll around or make any sudden movements that this thing is going to fall apart. Do you like pockets? Because this shirt has a ton of pockets. It's got the regular pockets and they're Velcro, and that is awesome. It's got the zipper. Here, it also has the pockets on the side. I have a couple of Class B uniforms that don't have that, and I really like that. Look, it can fit a book. Look at on both sides. It's the perfect size to fit the book. It's also got this unique sleeve. Everything's Velcro, and you can roll it up. In my building, look, it's hot and it's cool, and it's in the winter, and there are times when the building's super drafty and you want a short sleeve shirt, but then 5 minutes later you're in a search, you're in a situation where it is extremely hot, you're sweating, probably like I'm doing now. But you can roll these sleeves up.
Like so.
And there is a button right there. See how easy I did that? Now look at it. That's perfect. Let's do the other one. This is I'm getting ready to do a search, or I just had to run. Look at it, pulls right out. And I can do this. Look at left and right-handed. That's awesome. Very good. So it converts into the short sleeve, which is good because, like I said, if you're in and out of the elements, you're in and out of situations where you're cold and then you're hot, or things get a little warm. Maybe you don't want to get stuff on your sleeves when you're interacting with things. This is perfect. This shirt is perfect for that. Guys, it's the same with the pants. If you love the pockets, I love the pockets. It's got the side pockets, it's got the cargo pockets, and you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of When Home Becomes a Housing Unit. The other thing about the pants, guys, that I like is I'm a bigger guy, right? So a couple of things is they came right out of the box, shipped to me the perfect size, right? 42 waist, 30 length, and sometimes I get pants that are hemmed or that are tailored that aren't the right length, and they drag on the ground, or it's like I'm wearing high water pants, right? But these aren't like this. These right out of the box fit perfectly, and I wore them to work for a couple of shifts, and they feel great, guys. I've been on the ground, I've been on my knees, I've been on my backside, sliding in and out of bunks. All right, guys, listen. The uniform looks great, it fits great, it feels great. So if you get the opportunity to, go ahead and order yourself up one, because I know the one that you're wearing is a little faded, it's a little worn, and it's probably time to switch out. I've seen you walking through the halls. All right, guys, until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.